Hello everyone, and welcome to Pod But Make It Fashion. My name is Dennis.
And my name is Sander. And we are talking today about episode 11 of Cycle 5 of America's Next Top Model, The Girl Who Retaliates.
Oh, can you explain to me what retaliate means?
Well, I think... Since I didn't know that it's like that you do something back something bad that happened to you, you return that to the other person.
So you return the favor.
You return the favor in a negative way.
Well, it's not, yeah. Oh, well put. See?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can tell you're a teacher. Well
I'm
done,
a teacher.
you. Well done, you.
All right, let's go.
Okay, bye.
Let's go. I'm going home.
This was a very short episode. No.
Leaving the studio.
Well, in the beginning, it's not very interesting what happens because, okay, so we're in London still.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
the first thing that they do is they have to wake up at 7 a.m. or have to report at 7 a.m. or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go towards a place, and then this dude explains to them, we're going to see some sculptures, and we're going to drive around and look at sculptures. And I'm like, okay. So they do that, and then they go to a garden or whatever where they have to become a sculpture.
Statue.
Yeah. I don't really get the goal of it all.
Well, I think the goal is, of course, to make fun of the girls. That's
True.
what, like, for the thing. But they make it look like it's about focus, concentration, and keeping your pose, intact. Because they had to clock it with a minute. But then they give them plates with food in it, I think.
Yeah,
because all pigeons come to them.
Yeah.
And some girls really...
Nicole.
No, I was saying some girls really held their composure.
Yeah.
Despite having
Nick.
pigeons. Nick. Kim also held her composure okay-ish. I think
It was sad. She had like her hair bent in
Yeah,
front of her eyes.
but she went for it.
True,
But you could
true.
tell Nick had more like,
Yeah.
like, bam.
Nick was like,
but
I'm going to win this shit.
Nicole was screaming and yelling.
But, okay, first of all, why did she pick the pose that she picked?
Because when they were driving in the bus, there was like a...
But still, why?
Yeah, I would also not do it.
If someone would tell me, Dennis, you have to stand and hold a pose for a minute, why would you stand on
With
one
one foot.
leg? Why?
Yeah.
Like, just...
She went for it.
Yeah, okay.
But she thought at the beginning, I'm going for it. Because I think
She
said
wasn't
in her
thinking.
confessional...
She wasn't thinking,
She said
in
in her
my
confessional
opinion.
something like, I can do this. And I mean, there are people who can do it, of course. But then the pigeons came. But I think no matter what pose she would have done, she would have screamed and she would have cried. And what the fuck was this challenge? Come on.
I love it. She just tried it, and then the pigeons came.
And then the pigeons came. Yeah, but the thing is, this stupid challenge has one of the biggest prizes.
Oh yeah, $15,000 shopping spree.
$15,000 shopping spree, and it's like, okay, yeah, but this is not really a real challenge. So when you win, whatever.
Yeah.
But we had a clear winner. She was the best.
Nick was like, bam.
Nick was the best, and she chose Jayla, and she chose Bree, and then like Jayla to go to the shopping spree, and then we get to that later, but they can spend like so much money there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You know what was also funny during this challenge? And Nicole was complaining, and Bree was like, her voice is annoying. It's like,
yeah, my hair
yeah,
is
my hair is starting to stand up
yeah.
or something from it. Oh yeah,
It's never a conversation with Nicole.
Yeah.
It's only complaining.
It is. But then we get back
Granola Gate.
I was gonna say I call it the Brie Food Gate.
The Brie Food Gate.
Brie Food Gate. Yeah, because Brie is already annoyed.
Yeah.
And Brie, it's very hard for Brie. And then she finds out that there's
painting a picture.
Yeah.
We're Brie. It's very hard.
Yeah, it's very
the
hard.
Confrontation
It's very
is
hard.
getting to her.
Yeah.
The confrontation.
The competition, the confrontation, it all.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a lot of sleep. She gets tired. She doesn't feel so well. Nicole is annoying. She's jumping on the bed next to the room. She's loud and obnoxious.
Do you really think? I was thinking, is it the same moment
Nah,
that she was
probably
jumping on the
not.
bed?
Probably
No,
not.
I don't think so.
Well done production. But or cut and board or whatever you call it when they cut the. No, never mind.
Cut. They cut it. Copy paste.
The copy paste room. That's the one I was looking for. Thank you. But then Brie wakes up and she wants a snack, and she goes to her granola bars. and there's a couple of granola bars missing. And she thinks Nicole did it. And she gets furious. She gets like mad.
She now retaliates. That's what we learned.
Exactly.
She is going to retaliate.
And how? Because she's like, Nicole did it. I'm sure of it. Nicole did it. She's like,
okay.
She is like in a blind rage, thinking like Nicole did it. So she's like, I'm gonna take this back. So she goes to Nicole's room and takes Nicole's energy drinks and she empties them. And then Kim is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then Bree is like, busted. But she tries to, I don't know what she actually does. She tries to say to Kim like, just go away. Don't see like you've seen anything or
she doesn't want her to find out because she hid the cans in her bag or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kim had the night of her life. Bree on top of her.
True that. She was like, yes.
You can choose worse women on top of you.
Sorry.
Bless you.
But but I love it how she says, you'll find out in the morning.
Go to bed.
You'll find out in the morning. Because in the morning, that's when Jayla, Nick, and Bree go on the shopping spree. Mm-hmm. And that's when Nicole discovers her energy cans are missing.
Her energy drinks are missing. Well, the cans, and she says, we don't know, of course, but she says, oh my God, it's Sunday evening, you guys. She says that she didn't eat the granola bars.
They cheated and eat?
That she didn't eat she cheated eat. She said she didn't eat the granola bars.
Yeah.
And that would be, how shitty if you didn't do it and then your energy drinks are gone. Bree, not smart. This is not a smart move. This is not a good look on you.
I was a big fan of you, but this is just, I'm sorry. Yeah. This is not, no. You should have, like, well, okay, I kind of understand that you're, like, in a zone. You're like, I'm mad and it could be only because I find her obnoxious. But then, no, not smart. If she would have done one can?
No, she should have just confronted her.
Yeah.
This was like so. But that's like this was nasty.
True. But like, if it would have been only one can, I could have been like, nah, it's just a can. Fine, okay.
Tit for tat.
Yeah, okay. It's a little bit childish, but whatever. But like, it's a.
This was a good explanation of retaliating. Tit for tat.
Tit for
tat. That's retaliating.
Tit for tat.
But to be continued with the Granola Brie Foodgate. Because we first go to the shopping spree and the girls be getting picked up by a Rolls Royce. Yeah. Super cool. Yeah. They go to a shop.
Yeah.
A big shop, so you can choose everything.
Go to Harrods.
Harrods. Yeah, like they have everything there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like also expensive because they have like these shopping assistants that they help them. Yeah. So I think they went to Harrods. Also because they get picked up in a Rolls Royce.
My God. And then Nick can spend $10,000 dollars.
Yeah.
And then Bree and Jayla have to
2,500
each. 2,500 each. Like 5, yeah. Oh my God.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm here to help.
But so much money. Yeah. And then Nick was happy with her bag, which was fucking ugly, but okay. And it was like 1,500, 1,600 dollars.
But it was gold. So I think it was real gold.
Can you imagine taking so much clothes home? Whoa.
She's like walking through the things and then her shopping assistant's helping her. And she's like, I just want to look fierce. And then he's like, honey, you're with me. You're going to look fierce.
They were bonding.
I love it.
And while the girls are having a shopping spree, they already take Nicole and Kim to the... Well, we don't see that, but they are taken to the photo shoot because when the shopping spree is over, it's immediately the girls... I think it's immediately after that because they see each other again for the first time at the photo shoot. Yes. So I think straight from the shopping, they go to the photo shoot. Yeah,
a detective.
I think they said it.
Oh.
Like straight from the shopping spree, we go to the photo shoot.
I'm just not paying attention. Oh, well.
And there, of course, the Granola Gate, Brie Food Gate continues because Kim goes to Brie and says, I think you should pay for the drinks. Yeah. Which makes me think Kim ate a granola bar. She feels guilty as hell. But I have to be honest with you guys. I remember that we find out eventually. I think there's actually a reunion episode. We should also talk about that one. That's okay. At the Tyra Banks show. Yeah. That they all come back. And I think someone confirms there that who ate it. But I'm not sure. So don't spoil it for me, guys. Because I think we will find out.
They're going to talk to you right now.
They will listen to it like months later.
There's no audience here, Sander. It's just you and me in a living room.
And maybe it's through our Instagram. But I think we will find out. But looking at it now...
Who do you think it was then from there?
That I don't really remember anymore.
Why are you telling the story then?
Yeah, because I know that I found it funny then, but looking at it now, it looks like it's Kim. That she feels guilty. Because why would you insert yourself in a situation if you're not inserted anyway
Some
already.
people want to be a mediator all the time.
Yeah, and she's also a bit of a shit stirrer. She can be.
Yeah, I don't think it's her intention, but
No,
yeah.
no, because now it was clear that she was sticking up for Nicole, and if Nicole really didn't take the granola bar, Nicole had every right to be mad, and Kim had every right to stick up for her girl.
I love it when Brie reacted. She was like, "Yeah, it's annoying when people touch your stuff, right? Yeah, it's very annoying when people touch your stuff."
If I would be Brie, I would be like, oh fuck, did I make a mistake? Was it not Nicole? So awkward.
Nah, I think she might have realized it a little bit, but I loved it when Brie was like, she just walks away and she's like, don't talk to me, don't talk to me. Because she's like, I'm getting so mad, I'm just like over it. Which kind of makes sense because I think Nicole was also mad at Kim of doing like, why I asked you not to do it here.
Good for Nicole for saying that.
So I'm like, I think Kim didn't really help in the situation.
No.
Because I'm also really a little bit curious, like, what would have happened if after the shoot they went home and then they would have talked about it?
It would have been not that big of a deal. I mean, it would be a big deal for the show, but I mean, now they could also pinpoint at judging at Brie, like, you're not professional, and but it was Kim who started it.
Yeah.
Well, I think Kim,
Brie started it.
No, but I mean, Kim started it at the photo shoot.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Or is production involved? Eating a granola bar.
Could be. No, that would
I think everything is possible on this show.
That is very true, but that would be really
there was no
shitty.
social media back then, so you could do it and no one would find out.
That is very true.
Now you would not get away with it anymore.
No. But yeah, we get to...
the photo shoot?
Yeah, and I have to say this photographer...
Barry Lategan.
He was so funny. Good girl. Yeah. Hold up. Good girl. Like they were his kids or something. It was just kind of creepy in a way.
What I think about this shoot, because they had to recreate famous paintings like the Mona Lisa, like the girl with the pearl earring, blah, blah, blah. You cannot do a lot as a model. I mean, yeah, you can do small movements. So maybe it's quite the same as last week. That was not... But, I mean... Brie had to sit down and sit as Mona Lisa. It's a bit boring for the model,
no? Actually, no, because now I'm coming back to what you said last week, where I said, like, it's kind of easy to just sit in a telephone booth and then do a picture. But this is actually harder because you have to hold a certain pose, which is already given to you, and then be alive.
No, exactly. So it's not that it's easier, but it's more... It's not... nicer, because I feel like Kim really felt stuck in standing with one hand here and one hand in front of her crotch.
But that's the thing. If you're like a good model, you can still make it your own, even if you have to hold something or replicate something. Yeah. Because sometimes, I'm going to be Mr. J here right now, because sometimes there will be someone who does like a commercial stuff, like what's the name of like the brand owner or whatever. They want you to do...
Olay? Oh, CoverGirl? Or you mean like what they did now with the skincare?
Sometimes there's an opdrachtgever. I don't know the word in English.
Oh, like the boss you get for...
Yeah, like the boss. He's like, I want the girl. She needs to have this pose, and it needs to be like that, and she needs to hold it like that, like the product.
That's true.
And then they still have to work it. So this is kind of that, only then made through art. So a little bit more interesting for the show. But I think I think this is one of the episodes with the photo shoot where it's like, it makes sense. Like, this is something that the girls could need to be doing, not in this situation, but like it does prepare them for something. So in my opinion, this is really hard.
And maybe I think it also hard, and maybe I felt a little bit bad for Kim. She
just wasn't good at it.
She looked stuck, but maybe it's because she wasn't good at it. I think with these kind of poses, like every muscle in your body needs to be tensed, and like Nick was working.
Yeah, because I was just gonna talk about Nick. Actually, it's funny because if you look at her, like her pose is quite simple in a way. She just has to stand and hold that pose. But because you're holding that pose, you have to make sure that is what you're saying. It's have to be an active pose. You have to be alive in your face. You can't just stand and throw your arms to the side, open up your legs a little bit, and that's it. No, you have to really be active on the photo and have to really have a look and an intensity and make it work.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
so I didn't say it in a way because I know that I said last week.
Yes, like you did. Yes, you did.
No, it was more like...
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
Well, I mean more like you also maybe want to add some creativity in it. And that's harder in these kind of situations.
No, I don't think, because you can still do the creativity, but then with your own attitude towards it. And that's I think it. I get what you're saying. You're saying the creativity is not that big, but I would say the creativity is still big, but it's smaller because it's more in your face. It's more in the intention, whereas it's not fully in the pose.
I agree with that, yeah. Yep. And I think Nick really stood out. She looked super cool. And I think Jayla also...
She did good.
Yeah, she had...
When she was sitting, I was like, whoa, you should keep that posture all the time. You look gorgeous.
She was a bit cocky to Jay. Yeah. I didn't mind it that much. She was... I think she...
It was dumb.
Yeah, it was dumb. I think for her, she thought, like, it's fun. She didn't want to come across as cocky, I think.
No,
but
it
she was
wasn't her
like,
intention.
I'm already trying. She was like talking a bit back to Jay.
Yeah.
But maybe Jay also gives them the feeling like, hey, we're friends. And then in judging, you feel like, oh, fuck, I screwed up.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Because to me, Jay normally comes across quite nice to the girls, in my opinion. Well, if you don't see his confessionals, if you see him talking to them.
If he doesn't like you?
That's true. Yeah, but maybe if you are this far in a competition, you're already with each other for weeks, and he's there every photo shoot. They see them a lot.
That's true.
But yeah, she was a bit like, I don't need to practice, Jay.
Yeah.
Like, well, maybe you did it. You looked good.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah. And I also, what did I wanted to say? Oh yeah, then Brie and Nicole talk.
And first Jay gets involved.
Yeah, I thought that was weird, but he probably did it for television or something.
Yeah.
But I think that with the conversation that Nicole and Brie have, then Brie starts to act weird. I think that's the point where she's like understanding, crap, I messed up.
Yeah, she came a bit bitter and standoffish.
Yeah.
And Nicole actually had to cry, like you're an ugly. No, she didn't say ugly person. That's a Brie word, but you're crazy or whatever. And I understood Nicole in this. Like, come on, Brie, just. It's not about the drinks, but I don't feel comfortable with you sleeping in the same room. What will you do tonight?
Yeah.
And I understood where she came from.
Yeah.
Especially because Brie made such a big deal out of it. If I would be Nicole, I'll be like, bitch, I'll get back at you. Because I don't think Nicole took to granola bars. Not now anymore. Otherwise, I would be silent if I would be her. I would be like, yeah, tit for tat.
I'm curious who did it now. I want to know.
I hope we find out, but I'm pretty sure we will find out.
Okay. Then we go into judging.
Yeah.
And it's actually interesting this week's judging because first, let's talk about the pictures first and then what happened after.
Yeah.
Yeah? So they also have the challenge where they have to hold a pose. What was the name of pose?
Yeah, like like a statue pose?
No, like poisonous or wasn't poisonous.
Poison?
Yeah, I know.
Like very... They have to keep it.
It wasn't interesting.
While I was looking at that, like, what's his name again? Oh yeah, Barry, the photographer. I think he was like, "Where the fuck am I?"
Yeah.
Tyra's on the table. Yeah. Barry, and now you want my booty. I'm like, my God, you're like this world-renowned photographer. If we have to talk with J. Manuel's words, and then you're sitting here like Miss J dancing in front of you. I'm shaking.
Oh my God,
Jesus.
Yeah. But to be fair, he's from the model world, so he'll.
I love him. Oh, you mean Barry? Yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
But I think maybe the British are like, oh, these fucking Americans again.
Could be.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But at least it was a funny challenge. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
For us, it was fun.
I don't know. Okay, first Nicole, what do you think of the picture?
1+. I even give someone 2+ this week.
Oh, I give a lot of people 2+.
But Nicole looked beautiful.
It was a nice picture.
Did they do something to her eyebrows? They look darker in the picture.
Where did that come from?
I think they did something with the color of the hair, or maybe they just photoshopped the color. I didn't like how the pictures came out. How they make it like
very cheap.
Yeah, very cheap looking. Like you're this world-renowned photographer, and this is what you. Well, it's not the photography; it's more the edit. But it was not good, the post-production of the shoot.
No, I didn't like it either.
No.
Not my taste.
No.
But no, I think Nicole did very well. I feel like she's getting better every week right now. She's in her upper. Nick.
2+. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, this was by far my favorite picture.
This was the best one, I think, as well. It was just damn.
Yeah. Was it last week as well, Nick, in the photo booth, our favorite? I don't remember. I think so. Well, she's...
Mine was my favorite.
She's a lot of times she's one of the faves. She always has a good picture.
Yeah.
I don't think she missed a photo. Not many, at least.
I will see.
She's good at it.
Brie.
Yeah, plus minus. Not they were super happy about it. Yeah, she has a bit of a face like... Who farted? She has a bit of the upper lip going up, like, huh? And she has it. I don't like that look, the nose open a bit. It's not my style.
Oh, no, I liked it. I thought it was very... in the photo shoot, I also thought she looked very poised. And in the picture, I thought because I was actually curious how she was going to convey Mona Lisa. Because I'm like, you're the complete opposite.
Not Mona Lisa, Monisha. That's what Jada said. Yeah. You look like Monisha.
But no, I thought it was very beautiful. She was very calm. It was normally she can also, when she has that position, she can also look very like deer in the headlight, but not in a good way because it can be good sometimes. But with this picture, I thought yes, you worked it, you nailed it. Nick's was better, but this was also good.
Okay, yeah, now I understand it. Yeah, because the next one was for me obviously the worst one.
Yeah, Kim. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It just, and then the photographer tries to save it a little bit like that. This is what I wanted from her, but just didn't work.
There was like no energy in her body, no energy in her face. She was like a deer caught in the headlights. There was nothing there. There was nothing behind the eyes.
Well, if it was a deer in the headlights, there would have been like, but it wasn't.
There was nothing like, oh.
Yeah, and it should have been dreamy, but in my opinion, it looked bored.
Yeah, it looked bored. It looked like she didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, awkward shoot for Kim. Good shot. Also
Loved
a plus.
Yeah.
Especially because she has like two pictures in one. They also have like the front picture, but the one from the side.
They both of them. I was like, damn.
And this, this was like for a body cream, right, or something that they had to shoot. It was like for a lotion or something.
No.
They had like, I put it on my body all day. The lotion, the purple bottle.
Yeah, that was just a commercial, but not for the shoot.
No, they had to. No, they had to. You see it also in the shots. They photoshopped the purple bottle in it.
Oh.
And I think for Jayla and Nick,
way more attention than me.
Yeah, no, but for Jada and Nick, it really worked because their skin looked so like especially Jayla. She looks so shiny and beautiful,
like butter.
Those
like
legs,
butter.
yeah, exactly.
But then we get to the most important thing, because then after judging, or actually during judging. Bree gets confronted about what happened, and then Kim talks about it, Nicole talks about it, and then the judges are a little bit like,
You're not professional.
And then you hear Bree also like, I just want to walk away right now. I just want to walk away. She doesn't. Good for you, Bree. Yeah. You didn't. Good for you. But then they all get like sent away so they can deliberate, and then shit gets down.
Yeah, but do you know how I hear from like models when I hear interviews that the judging is a whole day, so they are there almost the whole day. So I can understand when they talk to you and you have to stand for 2 hours in the back hearing other girls getting critiqued. You're like, fucking hell, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
And then behind the scenes, they also have to wait for hours. I don't know if it's really true. Maybe also the girls exaggerate, but apparently it's of course it's not as short as we watch, but it's a whole day of judging, or maybe a few hours at least.
Well, what I find hilarious is that like in the whole, so what happens is that Bree kind of loses it in a way that she talks to like, well, like, isn't this what you said? Isn't it? Someone's not being fair. But then Kim goes in between, and Nicole's already, she's like over it. She's like, don't waste your time, don't waste your time. But Kim is still like trying. But the funny thing is when Bree is like, I know that what I did was wrong, but, and I'm like, no, but it should have been but a point, like a dot.
Exactly.
Like, you know what you did was wrong. Now own up to it and just leave it at that. Because that's the situation. You're now trying to find something else so that you cannot fully blame yourself anymore, but you're trying to find out if you can blame someone else for doing something wrong.
Yeah.
No. You did something wrong. Stick with that. But it's just too funny. And then she also says something where she's very calm and she's like, I think she says this to Kim, or you're like obnoxious, or you're ugly.
No, you have an ugly personality. You will never win this competition.
So, like I'm like, where the hell does that come from?
Why to Kim suddenly? Do you still think that Nicole took your drinks? I mean, you're fighting with Kim, but
it's very lashing. It's very childish.
Maybe because Kim started fighting with her in her eyes during the shoot. Because you see that during the shoot, Kim confronts her. Let's talk about it, and that Bree walks away, and now Bree gets to hear from the judges, you're not professional. And I think Bree in her mind is like, I was professional, and all these girls can confirm it. She even says that, I guess. It was Kim who was not professional. So I think she's like, Kim, you ruined it for me. And I'm like, no, Bree, you ruined it for you.
Well, it's a combination of factors, I would
true.
say.
Yeah.
I think if Kim, in the end, it started all with Bree.
Yeah.
That's like she instigated something. But then because Kim started at the photo shoot, what we said before, what would have happened if the conversation was held at the hotel and not at the shoot?
Because I don't think Bree was that unprofessional when Kim started talking to her at the photo shoot. Because she said 3 times, I'm going to walk away from you. I don't want to talk to you. And I'm like,
that is very true.
That is, you can decide that. And Kim kept on pushing her buttons.
I
think
true.
Because she took her granola bar. But of course, Tyra went to the same thing.
Oh.
Bitch, you stole my alarm clock.
Oh my God.
And Bree, I didn't retaliate.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Do you think these stories are true?
Probably, but even
if you are this model, let us know.
if they're true, if they're not true, I don't even care. I'm just like, it's. I also love it in the beginning. America's Next Top Model with Tyra Banks. You're trying to. You are enough, Tyra. Let's put it like that. You are enough. You are gorgeous. You have made a beautiful career. You are enough.
You are enough.
And on that note, we have to say first the top, which was what we saw, Nick. Mm-hmm. Then the bottom, Bree and Kim.
Was also our bottom. Oh no, who were you bottoms? You had Kim, obviously, but who would have been your second bottom too? Only based on the photos.
I wouldn't have a second bottom.
I understand, yeah.
I would have only had Kim because everyone else I thought they did really good.
So it makes sense for you that Bree's in the bottom because of her behavior.
Yes. Because her picture was really good. But I was actually surprised that Kim was sent home because I thought it was going to be Bree.
Yeah, and I think all the girls were.
They were all shocked.
And Tyra did differently because normally she's just like, and the girl who stays. And now she did like, Bree, you want to go home? Which gave maybe Kim the feeling like, oh, she's coming home.
Yeah.
Well, you're not.
Yeah.
And I think Kim was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But to be fair, I think the way they did it, they really taught Bree a lesson.
Yeah.
And Kim didn't have good pictures.
Yeah. Bree is now stronger than Kim.
Stronger
than Kim. So it makes sense. And I don't think Kim said goodbye to Bree. It could be editing, but I had the feeling when Bree was picking up her picture, Kim was like hugging the other girls.
Yeah.
And the moment that Bree walked back to the girls, Kim was already walking out of the room.
Yeah, it would make sense. Would make very sense.
Yeah.
A lot of sense. Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
On that note, we say until next time, everyone.
Until next 2 episodes.
2 more episodes. Woo! Oh! I still think the top 3 will be Nicole and...
Sorry, guys.
I still think the top 3 will be Bree, Nicole, and Nick.
Bree, Nicole, and Nick. So next episode, Jayla out.
Yeah. Or, if Jayla does really well, maybe, but I don't think so. Well, we'll see. There's only 4 left.
4 girls.
Okay. Well, until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoy listening to us, you can follow us on Instagram at @ButWhatMakeItFashion. We have a website, and how you get there, you can see that in our Instagram bio. And if you really, really enjoy listening to us, we would love for you to give us a 5-star review. You can even get in contact with us by sending us a message. And how to do that, you can see that in every description of every episode on all podcast platforms. Thank you.